Hi everyone, today I will talk about nutrition project. Like everyone, we need the food every day, we eat every day, we need the energy for work, for studying, but nobody care about nutrition fat that we have in the food. Like how many percent of protein we have, how many percent of carbohydrate, how many percent of the fat or the sodium that we have. We didn't care much about it. It's just because we're busy or we not really care. So today I will talk about my two meal that I have is almost every week. So 2 or 3 times a week, just because it's easy to make for from for me. So today my first meal is tom yum soup with the rice noodle. You can see the picture. It look good. I have tomato, it have shrimp, it have some vegetable in there, it have noodles in there. Flavor is kind of sour, that's why it have a lot of vitamin C. And then let's talk about nutrition fat. The tom yum soup, you can see the ones right there. The fat it have 8%, the carbohydrate 9%, the sodium it 56%, protein 26%. It look not bad. It's because it have a vitamin A, have a vitamin C, really high vitamin C, 94%. So it look good though, but it kind of high sodium. So I need less sodium now. And then is the second one. That's my meal in the sandwich, egg sandwich, because it's easy to make for me every morning. I have it every morning. And let's take a look about the nutrition fat. I have 16% of protein, 33% carbohydrate, in a 600 milligram of sodium, and the fat is 51%. It's too much fat just because it's egg. So I don't need that much fat. No, but I need that too just because I work a lot, and then that's why I need the energy. I feel I'm hungry. I just want to eat egg in my meal, and then in my meal I always have egg, sunny side egg, scrambled egg, or um yeah, boiled egg, whatever with egg. And why we just talk about the protein or carbohydrates or the fat in our meal, because it is higher percent in our meal is from fat or protein or carbohydrate, and then it it affect they affect a lot, they affect to our health a lot. It's just because if over fat or over carbohydrate, we get higher cholesterol, or the blood not good, or the it affect a lot to our health. Let's talk about protein. The protein in the food are broken down into pieces. We call it an animal acids that are then used to build new protein with specific function, such as the coagulation, chemical reaction, communication between different cells, or transporting biological markers from here to there. When there is a shortage of fat or carbohydrates, so protein can use energy. Let's talk the protein short. You can see the butter, egg, yogurt, the broccoli, seed, nuts. It carry a lot of protein in there. That's why like every morning, if we don't have breakfast, if we're too busy, we can have some nuts in the candy or something like that. So it have a lot. And then the second one I will talk about fat. Fat typically provide more than half the body energy needs. Fat from food is broken down into fatty acids which can travel in the blood and be kept by the hungry cell. So you can see when we work a lot, when we the people we call the labor work, or we when we're tired, we usually like love to eat something sweet or something like, yes, it's sweet. It get that sweet they have so much fat, and then we get back the energy is fast, like the chocolate or the cheese. So that's why we really love cheese and the chocolate in our meal. And see, there's some food is high in fat, so fish, butter, avocado. So the last one I will talk about the carbohydrate. Carbohydrate carries starches and sugar. Carbohydrates in the food are digested into small pieces, either glucose or the sugar that is easily converted to glucose. That can be absorbed through the small intestine wall. After a quick stop in the liver, glucose enters the circulatory system, causing blood glucose level to rise. So you can see some kind of food have a high carbohydrates. With the rice, especially if rice or bread, it carry a lot of carbohydrates. Banana, corn, tomato, and some nuts. So let's see how many percent I get. How many percent that I get in every day? How many percent of protein or carbohydrate or sodium or the fat I get every day in our food, in my food? So the protein you have 16% from sandwich or 26% and 26% from soup. Carbohydrate is 33% from sandwich and 9% from soup. The fat is 51% from sandwich and 8% from soup. Sodium is 600 milligrams from sandwich and 56% from soup. Do you guys think that is good for me? Is every day? I don't think so, because in the sandwich it kind of high carbohydrates, and then in the soup it kind of high the sodium. Protein or fat in the sandwich it kind of high too, but it's okay because I'm the labor work, so I need high fat for get my energy back. It helped me a lot at work. And then I will talk about my two meal. I will talk about my two meal alternative that I think that it healthier than my regular meal. So the first one is the sandwich, salmon sandwich. You can picture it look good. It have a tomato, it have a lettuce, it have onion and bread and the salmon. So let's see how about nutrition fat. The nutrient fat, it have 91% of fat. Yes, right, because the salmon have carry a lot of fat. So sodium is 33%, carbohydrates is 11 just because of bread, and then the protein is 36 grams. It's look everything higher, fat really high. It's 91% of the meal. It's good, doesn't you? So, but it's almost carry like vitamin A 40%, vitamin C 18%, calcium 8%, iron 10%. I feel like it's good for me, better for me than egg sandwich. Don't you think so? I don't know. But let's see about a second one. My second meal alternative is ginger miso soba soup. You can see the picture right there. It looks so healthy. It have tofu, that vegetable. It have the mushroom, and then it's a soba noodles. So how good is this? It's really good because when I do research about it, they thought that the people have gluten free. They can eat it also because eat the veggie broth, and then veggie broth or chicken broth doesn't matter, but it's gluten free. It doesn't have a lot of quick, or it doesn't have much sugar or fat or something like that. Let me take a look about nutrition information about it. So if for birds the value per 100 gram, when we make with the water at the resting, it have energy is 57 kilojoule, and the fat is just 0.3 gram, carbohydrate is 2 gram, protein is 0.6 gram, and the salt is 1 gram. I think that this is the perfect for the people. It's really healthy, and then it's gluten free, and it have a lot of vegetable. It doesn't have much fat in there, so we can have them. It's like 2 or 3 times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, especially in the weekend. So we not work much, we not use much energy, so we can have it for the weekend. So I think so. I know. You guys can see the picture. It look really interesting. I will make it in this Saturday. If someone needs recipe, just let me know, and then I will send the recipe for you guys. Okay, so now my two healthier alternatives. Let's see. Let's compare about protein, carbohydrate, fat, and sodium. Protein have 36 gram from sandwich and 0.6 gram from soup. Carbohydrate 33 gram from sandwich and 2 gram from soup. The fat is 59 gram from sandwich and 0.3 gram from soup. Sodium is 797 milligram from sandwich and 1 gram from soup. It's look much healthier than my first meal, my two meal, my regular two meal, because it carry a lot of fat, but it's like natural fat, and then carbohydrate from salmon, the protein from salmon, from vegetable. It's all natural. It's all natural nutrition. So I recommend you guys have that too. And then let's talk how healthy is this food. You guys can take a look again about nutrition fat of the salmon and the vegetable soup, ginger vegetable soba soup. So let's take a look again. In the salmon, they have 91% of fat, but it's different the fat from pork, or from the different kind of fat. So the fat from the salmon is good for your eyes. So you can see that the people want vitamin E. They drink the vitamin E every day, but they didn't eat salmon much. They didn't eat much fish in their meal. So why we have to do that? We already have natural vitamin E in a salmon or in another fish. So we need the natural nutrition. So the fat is 91%, the sodium 33%, and then the carbohydrate 11%, and protein is 36%. It's really good nutrition for the morning, and then it's the nutrition for nutrition fat of the ginger soup, ginger soba soup. So it's carry like just 0.3 gram of fat, carbohydrate 2 gram, protein 0.6 gram, and salt just 1 gram. I think that is really good for us. And then let's talk about, so you guys can, I have some worksheet right there, so you guys can take a look more information in this link, or if you need more information about the food I'm talking about, you guys can email it for me, or anyway, so just contact with me if you have any question. Thank you for listening.